question is, given the vast syllabus of the exam and the exam getting closer, which is in coming May, we'll try to have a proper strategy wherein we will try to make out or jot down in such a way or study or revise in such a way that we will remember everything, not just the concepts but even the facts. Because when we do previous year questions analysis, we do understand by this analysis that even the facts are important to be read and to be remembered. So to tackle that, here is some kind of a brief tips or a brief strategy to tackle that particular problem. So when we do, as I said, the previous year questions analysis, we do understand that not just the concepts are important, but recalling that concepts with given facts or associated facts under the pressure of the exam is very important. We need to train our brain in such a way that when we see a question and associated fact, that should literally pop up in our mind without any second thought. So to master that particular thing and excel the exam or to cross the cutoff, there is some proper detailed strategy which I have made wherein we will use and to simplify this vast syllabus into how we're going to digestible into segments. We'll just simplify this vast syllabus, and this will come by understanding the syllabus, copy and the previous year questions. And how are we going to interact or integrate the active learning techniques, and how are we going to have the revision cycle in order to ensure the long-term retention. It's not like we studied that fact today and in the next week we forgotten. No. So we'll try to simplify or we'll try to understand these three important things which are required to crack the cutoff. So firstly, we should focus that whatever things we are studying or whatever book we are studying, let it be current affairs or let it be polity, governance, any subject, GS subject, or let it be even CSAT, that has to be organized in a proper way. That organization will give you to go and study in a proper way. It's not like today you have jotted down in one paper and you do not know where is that A4 size paper again in the tomorrow. So to tackle or to reduce that kind of a dilemma, we need to have a proper notes, and that notes should have in a organized manner, so that we can have the concise notes, and that notes will be concise by using the bullet points, tables and mind maps. When you go in the first two readings, suppose let us say you have picked up geography NCERT, 6th class NCERT. Now you are studying about the solar system part. Now you will study for the first and second time, you will study, and for the third time or when you try to make down notes from that particular book, when you write paragraphs together, it's like you are reading the textbook again. So that is not going to help in any way possible. It is going to waste your time. So to do that or to reduce that kind of a thing, first when you do in first two studies, do not make notes. When the third time when you are studying a book, then you note down those points by using bullet points, tables and mind maps, but not just copy and pasting. And when we are focusing on the standard books, we need to focus on this. First of all, before getting into the standard books, NCERTs has to be completed thoroughly, and then we are going to standard books like Lakshmikant for our polity, Spectrum for our modern history. For the book sources, we have made a separate video. Do check out that so that you'll understand which kind of sources to be read for which subject. Now, after making down notes, subject-wise fact sheets are important. Now, if you take Poonam Dalal book, the whole book is well written with ancient, medieval and art and culture. At the end, you will find a flow chart or a chart for ancient history and medieval history. Just a chart you will find where you will find the travelers, contemporaries and everything. That's the best example of how you're going to make fact sheets. So that is how you will make the subject-wise facts for every subject, and that too subjects which are very important for our prelims, like our polity, history, geography, economy, environment and current affairs. Whatever data or whatever the reports are coming, they have to be not neglected, and these has to be jotted down in an organized study material which you are following, and you are going to stick only to that particular material. Next, now we are going to use after like making down the notes, we have organized first step, first success we have seen. Now how are we going to revise them and how are we going to retain them. We are going to use active learning techniques like the mnemonics. For example, for rivers or for your biodiversity or for the hotspots or anything, even the articles of the polity or anything, fundamental rights, we are going to make mnemonics to retain more. And we are going to use the visualization, like by using maps. If there is a subject related to geography, we are immediately picking up our atlas and visualizing where that particular location is there and what are the boundaries and everything. So visualization technique also works for a better retention. And association, we are going to relate facts to something familiar or to a story or to a current affair event, or even if an entertainment event at least. We are going to link it and we are going to remember it. This is a very best technique to do. Link important dates to personal events. Suppose today something has happened, January 26th, your birthday is the Republic Day. It's a simple fact, but you forgot. January 26th is my birthday, that is why we celebrate Republic Day. Such kind of just small relatable things, when you relate, you will remember and make up story for every fact. That is how you will retain betterly. Next, now we have studied how are we going to study by using mnemonics, by visualizing and by associating. We have studied from the organized material. Now just studying today will not help you. At least one or the other day you will forget, at least after a month. But to happen that, the consistent revision cycle should be there on a daily basis, weekly basis and monthly basis. Whatever has been studied today, at the end of the day, definitely you are going to revise, and at the weekend you are going to revise from Monday to Saturdays whatever you have studied, and at the month end you are going to revise for that month whatever you have studied. This revision is only possible when your study materials are so organized, and that too by using bullet points and by using the flow charts, not the paragraph. You are not making a standard textbook again. You are making a revision notes which is just 1 or 2 pages for everything. So this revision will happen properly only when your study materials are organized. And now how do you see yourself, how do you test yourself is by using your MCQs. First you will solve topic wise MCQs, then you will do daily mock questions or previous year questions for whatever topic you have read, and then you will give a full length test, that too in the exam timings only and under the pressure by switching off everything, fan, AC and everything. You are giving under the pressurized setup. So this is how you are going to retain, and you will understand where exactly you have to improve more. Now strategic use of memory tools. How are you going to use? This is some kind of a tip. You are using studying techniques by using mnemonics and everything. How are you going to recall or revise? By using mind maps, sticky notes and flashcards. For this you have lot of digital tools as well, wherein you can use flashcards in your tab or in your mobile. Just you can wipe it up for suppose fundamental rights, put a heading as a fundamental rights, and behind you can have every article, just mind map related judgments or important any event has happened related to that. So this is how you will use to recall everything which you have studied. And while you are studying anything, static thing, you are going to relate with current affairs, because definitely you are reading monthly magazines and daily newspapers. This is how you will stick with the static, and the dynamic part will be covered. The updates, that is how you will make up story as well. This is how you will retain the information at a longer run, and you will stay updated. Next, you will have a proper study schedule, and this study schedule should not just be a plan but consistently followed and executed plan. You're going to allocate 2 to 3 hours daily for the factual subjects, at least half an hour to revise whatever facts you have read, and break your schedule for your static revision for 60%, dynamic updates or your current affairs for 30%, and MCQ practice 10% whenever you're on a break or whenever you're eating or before sleep or something like that. You can do. This is how you can make a schedule for yourself. Next, this is very important for the retention of any topic and to have a different perspective of particular issue. You should have a peer group, a study group wherein you can leverage your knowledge and take in some inputs whichever you are missing out, and that is how you will stay connected with this particular exam. So it's very important, though it looks very small or something, do not get distracted or do not use on the negative cons of this particular thing, but try to utilize as much as possible. If this is there, it is very easy for us to have a discussions on whichever topic we have studied, and you will get points whichever you are missed out. So this also you can do, and you can together try to have quiz kind of sessions as well. And most importantly, this everything will happen only when you are healthy, which is physically, mentally, and you are motivated daily. Remember that motivation is not going to win, but consistency is going to win. So stay consistent both mentally, physically. That is how whatever plan you have made, that will get executed. And in the last, you track your performance at very best. Every day you track your performance, whatever you are studying, try to recall. Close the book and try to recall or say it to your friend whatever topic you have read. That is how you will retain and you will be corrected by your friend. So to score more high yielding areas, you concentrate more which are higher weightaged marking in the prelims, and this will come only by your previous year question analysis. When you do this properly, you will understand which subject or which topic has to be given more emphasis on. For example, polity, history, geography and current affairs like government schemes and international organization. And this is how, when you follow this kind of things, cracking prelims is very easy when you are consistently putting your effort, you are revising, and that too you are revising smartly and regularly testing yourself, and you will reach the cutoff very easily. Hope this will help you to remember the facts, not just facts but note making, the revision techniques and all as well. Thank you.